Hey guys, it's Nate, and today I wanted to talk about why I've been playing ESO in 2017. Now, the first reason is that the community in this game is awesome. I've met some amazing people that are super friendly and super helpful that have helped me start out, and I've made a lot of progress, and in fact, in a week, I've made it from 0 to 20, and I'm continuing to level up. The second thing is that the content in the game is actually pretty interesting for a new player. You get to do a lot of stuff that has to relate to in-game. You're not restricted by your level. You can hang out with anybody of any level, and it just incorporates newer players into the game, and I just love that. Another thing that I really like is the new group finder. I don't think it had it on release when I first played it, but now that it has one, it makes it convenient if you just want to play for a little bit every other day, and so you're not forced to grind out quests, and you're not forced to sit inside a city and talk to people, even though it's still viable to do so, because a lot of people are looking for groups rather than using group finder, because I've heard that DPS take forever to find group finder, so that it's more effective to just find a group in chat or through your guild, which is, I think, awesome. It has such a good community behind it. The PvP in the game is fun, even at level 10 when you first get introduced to it. You don't feel outclassed. I mean, you get one shot pretty hard sometimes by some people, but you actually tend, if you're in a group, tend to do quite a bit of damage before you die. And I even got lucky enough to kill somebody when I was like level 12, and they were probably max level. And so I'm glad that PvP scales up and down so that anybody can have fun playing PvP. One thing that I really like about ESO versus World of Warcraft is that the combat is very nice. ESO at face value is kind of boring when it comes to introductions, but once you get started, it's actually a lot of fun, and one of the reasons for that is the combat. The combat in this game feels so smooth, it's so nice. You can do it in first or third person. However, I'd recommend third person so that you can see things that are coming from behind you. It's a fun combat system, which leads me into my next point, and that's the mechanics of dungeons. I have to say that when I first did a dungeon, I expected it to be a lot like WoW, where you just kind of, rush through it, kill everything, just get your reward at the end. But no, actually, dungeons have quite a bit of mechanics to them. They actually have quite a bit of interesting interactions depending on the class you're playing or what abilities you're using. The healing and the DPS and the tank, the trinity of what makes an MMO also is really strange in this game, but it's also a lot more interesting, a lot more fun. The dynamic between your tank and your healer and your DPS, like your DPS can tank if your tank is low on mana or stamina, so you essentially have the ability to switch roles mid-fight if you have to. It's not 100% effective, but if it's something you have to do, you can get it done. And so I think that's super interesting. ESO, I had to give it a fair 40 minutes before I started to super enjoy it. So the first 40 minutes of gameplay were really boring. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where to go. The quests were kind of, really like copy-paste. But then you get through the story quest a bit. You get to the main zone of your faction. You talk to guilds, you enter a guild, and it starts being a lot of fun. It starts being hella fun, actually. And so I've been starting to just spam ESO recently. Hopefully I'll reach max level at some point, and then I can start making guides, and I can start making more content about it. But overall, I've been having a lot of fun in ESO, and hopefully I'll continue to play it on this channel. And yeah, so I want to know your thoughts, guys. Do you want to see more ESO content? Do you think my channel is better off just doing content of just a bunch of random games, or should I stick to more being specialized in one? If so, I would like to know, so leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.